Hello. Hello. Ooh, marching band. I was in marching band all through high school. Very cool. I'm sure. Where are you in a state where they kind of take that serious? I'm from Texas, so it means a big deal. Welcome everyone. Welcome to Fable 42, where we build community through friendship, gaming, and chaos. Let me know if the music is too loud, please, and my volume as well. I think I can turn me up. I think I can turn me up. I can turn me on, I know that. Yeah, I played saxophone, mostly alto in high school, but then went on to tenor and soprano and all of the fun ones, Barry in college. Michigan, yeah, Michigan's a big band state, for sure, for sure. Cool. My band, my marching band, was like 350 students, if that tells you anything. So welcome. Obviously, I don't have a cast with me right now. I'm going to do mini painting tonight. Ashley, our talented Vesta, always getting jobs, and, you know, we want her to. Money's pretty good, so she's out for a couple Wednesdays, but don't you worry your little heinies. We have a lot of content. We have a lot of content coming. Next week is going to be crazy. If you're on our Discord, you should start seeing information about our Halloween week, Fright Week. That's what I've been calling it. Music seems loud. Maybe it's just loud for me, but it seems loud. Let's try that. What do y'all think? Tell me. All right, I'm going to take another drink. I need to update those player cards. My players are indeed 6th level. Do they say 6th level? That says 5th level, right? It looks like 6th from here, but... Okay, what am I painting today? Well, you can see a little picture of him, but it's this guy. He is a little, we call him the Forest Guardian. He's like a little treant. That's how I statted him out. He's got a beard and bushy eyebrows, and he's got an axe in his head. His eyes are pretty cool, though. I'm probably going to do them a tint of green, but they actually have texture to do like a dark inside, like a pupil, and then like a colored cornea or something. So I might try to do that with the eyes. But I'd have to make it a different color than the bushy part, which is doable. So I don't know. Okay, where should I start with this guy? I feel like the parts that I want to do the green mossy kind of hair, I should put down like some kind of base. Don't you think? Like a lighter base. So maybe I should do... Maybe I'll do one layer of wood, just because obviously there's going to be some wood going down. That's what she said. Let's just get wood down. And I'm going to start him lighter because I'm going to wash him, and when I wash him, he will woodland brown or harvest brown is what I want, I believe. Yeah. Muddy brown, leathers, yeah. Woodland brown? Maybe I want to do woodland brown. Yeah. How's everyone day today? It's hump day. Hump day! We have a movie night at work tomorrow. We're watching What We Do in the Shadows. That'll be fun. And then my whole family is going to a wedding this weekend. A good friend of mine from back in the day. So that'll be a lot of fun. Oh, it's clogged. Oh, nope, there we go. Oh boy. It was clogged. Not no more. I can get it down a little. Generously. Oh no! Baby, come back. The head of my brush just like flew off. Come on, man. Barely winning technicalities, but I'm well. That's pretty... I feel like you're being hard on yourself, G-dubs. You know, some days just getting to the end of it is a win. If you ask me. you didn't, but if you did, that's what I would say. Dad joke and a beer. A blunt and a blitz. Weed and a waffle. I actually am having a much better work week this week than I had last week. Last week was very stressful, and this week has been very what's the word I want to use? It's been very conclusive. Like I've figured out some things that I've been tolling over in my head, in my brain space. So that was good. I'm hoping it leads to less stress. That'd be nice. How did the turtle cross the road? How did the turtle cross the freeway? Turtle, cowabunga. Turtle. Turtles are tortoises. Turtles are not porpoises, but they have a purpose. First step, take the F out of free. What's that leave you? Freeway. No, reway. Reway? R-E-way? R-E-E-way? I'm missing something, guys. REO Speedwagon there? Okay, next up, take the F out of way. E-way. You can't take... Oh. I feel like there's something like get the F out of the way. Get the F out of the way? Is that what you're trying to say? You say get the F out of the way? Wow! Take the F out of way. You can't take the F out of way. I feel like that's part of the joke. It's either E-way or that's the answer. You can't take the F out of way. Right? Why not? Oh. That was a long setup. That was a long setup. Why can't you? Well, good sir, there is no effing way. Hardy, har har har. See, what we have here is a failure to communicate. Is it looking woody, guys? Would he? I'm trying to get this guy lined up for you. You know me. Hurry back, Fabler. There's more exciting content still ahead from us. How do you find Will Smith in the snow? He's a man in black. Mine works, though, to be fair. He was a man in black. Here come the men in black. Galaxy defenders. To be fair, did you watch the remake of that? Or like, maybe it's not a remake. Maybe it's the sequel. Or it's a new one. It's a reimagination. What would you call it? It ain't bad. Okay. It looked more serious, of course. I don't remember the actual Fresh Prince being that like serious, but I'm all for good drama. It's good drama. Good drama is good drama, man. Good on you for good drama. Yeah. You know, it was not a great reimagination or restart up. Fuller House. Maybe it's better now, but the first season was not good, if you ask me. Fuller House can't be lamer house. Keeping that show in my happy memories and not watching the Fuller House. Yeah, it's just not. Just didn't. I don't know. And sure, I think it's fair to say that a lot of the humor in that show probably is considered misogynistic these days. So there's a good chance the humor doesn't hold up because they have to, be more modern. With the times, Right. Yeah. I don't think they were like, I don't think it was racist or I don't think it had a lot of bad qualities, but they were definitely misogynistic type jokes. They definitely made their man versus woman humor. This guy, I like this guy. This guy's gonna look really cool when he's done. He's pretty cute if you ask me, mate. Hey, what kind of Halloween plans do you guys got? You got a costume? You got a partay? You got plans? You got potential plans? You got... I'm just going to get out of the way for everyone else's plans because COVID's still a thing. I'm not saying you have to do that or should do that by any means, but COVID is still a thing. No, I would, if you have a kid, obviously, because they probably lost out on other Halloweens. It's a good time to get them out and to boot, oot and a boot. Hey, Nordic Geek, how you doing? Good to see you. We're having a chill time. We can talk about D&D. We can talk about Halloween. We can talk about life. We can talk about love. It was weird saying love right when I was kind of getting the tip of this little stump thing here. Okay. I'm going to get some colors out. I'm going to get, is his axe? I was thinking a red axe head. Don't y'all think? Should I do a red axe head? Like a, that's kind of a modern thing though. I don't think medieval or fantasy axe had red painted heads, but they could, right? I won't king shank the stump fetish. Real talk. Guys, look, I told my cast, hey, anyone can come on here. We can talk about their character. We can talk about lore. We can do whatever. As you can tell, they all have better stuff to do. But they're talking to me on Marco Polo. All right, guys, seriously, though. You think the head of this axe in his head... Ha! The head of the axe in his head! Do you think it should be red or blade silver? Do you think it should be red or blade silver? Or red or blade silver? Come on. Well, I'm going to get some other colors out while y'all contemplate that. But don't leave me hanging, guys. Why? Why would you do it? Red? Thanks. Cool. I agree. Like a cherry red, you know? Cranberry red. Get it, like, pretty, you know? Some woodsman fought hard against this guy, man. He was not ready to give up whatever he gave up. And so, Johnny Boy got his best axe, you know? The one that he had over the mantle of his fireplace. With the red head. Heraldic red, there we go. We're going to call him out. He was a herald. He was heraldic. He was heroic. He couldn't defeat a challenge rating 1/4 mob, but the axe is just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. And then I need to get some moss and eye color. Okay, so I think for the moss, I'm going to go with this turf. Turf seems like a very appropriate color. And then dungeon slime for the eyes? Heck yeah, let's go. Look at this, guys, dungeon slime. It doesn't even look right until you mix it up. But we're going to go turf green for like the beard. Turf green. Oh, what is that? There's just blue. Can y'all see that? These are MSP, Master Series paints from Reaper. Actually, they are from Reaper. I don't know if they're from Reaper. Master Series paints. Apparently, I did not. There's blue in this green. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, come on. Get out of there. There we go. Turf. And then my dungeon slime. Yeah, man. I started with the Reaper Learn to Paint kits. I recommend them for anyone looking to start on painting. They are informative enough. They're not overcomplicated. They're not overwhelming. But each kit, there's like 3 kits. Each kit teaches you like 3 or 4 skills. And then by the time you're like done, you have a few good base skills down. There's the dungeon slime color, guys. I like this color. I've used this color a little bit. Okay. Go into my tiniest brush. So we're gonna get that eye color down real quick. Yeah, man. We are renting right now in California because I'm not gonna buy a house right now. And when we buy, then I'm gonna make sure I have a paint station because I have to like set up and tear down every time I paint. Nordic, have you seen our schedule for Halloween week on Discord? Is it? I don't even know if it's on a public channel. I should probably find that out before I just start asking people if they've seen it. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Anyway, it's gonna be awesome. I am doing a style of RPG that I did a while back for some friends. It's called Realistic RPG. There's probably, I don't want to say I made it up myself. I probably either took components of it or took all of it from something I heard from someone in passing. But basically, you play yourself. So the players are going to be playing themselves in college, either in college or at college age. They're part of a university that has a museum on campus, and yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. But I know MZ Dusty is gonna be doing her Crypt Creatures show, of course. She's gonna be doing, I think, tarot card readings. I don't want to ruin people's surprises, but I'm really excited about that. She's supposedly quite good at them, or at least experienced, you know, like she knows what she's doing. Sweet, yeah. Definitely. Toastily. I like this guy. This guy is cool. It's gonna look really good once I'm done with this first layer of the green beard and eyes. Ooh, this music is slaying right now. Okay, man. I actually did some of that too today. Yeah, last night. It's been productive though. Hopefully, I'm wishing you good luck and productivity because I've had trouble finding some creativity lately, but I needed to get this done for the Kickstarter. By the way, Wildspire Miniatures, the source of all my homebrew and this miniature here, inspiration for the HoSA campaign. They have Kickstarter right now. If you haven't heard, you can look it up. It's called Spellblades and Animated Objects. This is like fourth Kickstarter set. It's already in the stretch goals, so go check it out if you haven't. Oh. Man, honestly, I always manage to get quite a bit of homebrew creation and writing done while I'm watching other people stream. Something about hearing them and especially if they have music, you know, I can just kind of get in this chill vibe zone. That's what I did for a long time with that and my kids' game stuff. I want to clear out his mouth. I don't want his mouth with paint covering it. There we go. Yeah. What I wrote was a preview for it. So it's Spellblades and then animated objects. So it's like humanoids, like casters, and then animated objects. And so I'm going to do a booklet. There's going to be a content booklet that comes with the miniatures. Sorry, I'm painting off a view for a second because it's a weird angle. So like I mocked up what it's going to be like a preview for one of the Spellblades. She's a dwarf druid with a mushroom cap. Kind of has the mushroom vibe. So like in the world of Solon, I have information for her NPC in my world, my homebrew world, so other people can put her in there. She's of course a Circle of Spores druid because she has to be, you know. I like the Circle of Spore druid. I played one. When did I play one? It was a one-shot. I've never played a campaign as one, but definitely played a fun one-shot. One shot as one. One shot as one. This is really already just looking really good. I have a homebrew world where some races are different. Yuan-Ti are based more off of some other systems, and I have a couple chronicles I need to flesh out before play. Chronicles? You mean like lore stories, like legends? Legends of the Fall. All right, I'm gonna give you guys a look here once I get my paintbrush clean. I love when the base coat really just gets you right where this guy's gonna be looking pretty soon. All right, look at that, guys. Ooh, and I'm finally getting the lighting right where I can preview these guys better when I'm painting. Yeah. What do y'all think? Light green eyes, there'll be dark pupils in there. Actually, I'll probably make it dark green pupils, yeah, with the light green outside. But I love that beard color and eyebrow color. I'm gonna lighten it up, so I might do a wash. I'll probably do a really light wash, but then I'm gonna get a much lighter color to bring out the highlights of the beard, so it'll look more like the art. Yeah, so it's gonna look good. Okay, I'm gonna do the axe head. Thank you. Adventure Skeletons story. Got you. So really like almost like chapters or just segments of your main narrative. Does that seem like a good way to describe it? Exactly. Yeah, very cool. Of course, I do plan quite a bit on the front end of a campaign. You know, I try to have a main story that I want to see happen, and then I have kind of splinter side stories that I could decide at any time, like if things seem slow, I can kind of like bring them in. And then, of course, I always like to have backstories really have their not like their whole storyline figured out, right? I'm very much a fan of like having people not know parts of their backstories. You know, it doesn't have to be like amnesia, don't remember anything kind of thing, but like, I don't know, sometimes people play cleric and they don't know who their deity is, you know? I think that's fun. That gives the DM the ability to really do whatever they want. But make it part of the story, right? Like this stuff is happening real time. Maybe through their deeds in the campaign and not before really is what attracts more attention from a deity. Deity. In fact, I played an it's a armor artificer that then is going into forge cleric because I could, as a character, I could explain where my arcane spells came from, but I couldn't explain where my divine spells came from. And so I gave that to Stax to say, find me a god, and then tell me why they're interested in me. So I thought that was fun. All right, we're going to go back. We got to do some second base coats, right? Let me go back. I'm going to start from the beginning again. We're going to start with brown. Oh, I want to get the... We should get everything down, though, because I'm... Pretty much, this is it. I'm just going to get the handle of the axe. Holy cow, guys. This might be one of those where I finish it and I need to prep another miniature to paint. This guy's going really quick. I might finish it tonight. I swear this doesn't happen to me. There we go. All right, I'm gonna get you guys a look, and then I gotta go back and do second base coats, you know? Janal. I hope you guys are having a drink, maybe something to help you relax. Hope you can see the rest of your week working out, not too stressful. Cheers to that, right? All right. I keep just not getting where this camera is. All right, so red axe head, brown, darker wood handle of this axe, wood, beard, eyes, all the good stuff. So let's go back, just do it all again. Second time round. I need to look it up though. I don't do I don't prime my miniatures before I paint them. I should probably look it up to see if I mean, it's basically like doing 2 base coats, right? Like if you just plan on doing 2 base coats, it's the same as priming and then doing a base coat. Yeah. That's what I think, and so I'm sticking to it. What else? Do you have a lot of homebrew races, Nordic? Or did you kind of retool some classics? Hey, Posia or Posla TV is raiding with a party of 3. Welcome, guys. Welcome to Fable 42. Ooh, I can do it. I need to remember to do it, so I should do it. S-O. At. Nope. Look at that. Look at that. How wrong is that? C. S-O at that one. There we go. Thanks for joining the chaos. What was your stream? What were you doing? You 3? What were you 3 doing? I'm just getting another base coat down on this Forest Guardian here. Ooh, there's a... What is that? It's gone now. I'm assuming he is cleaning up after a stream. I understand how that is, you know. You get done streaming and you want to say hi, but at the same time, if you're OCD like me, oh, get out of there, then you also really want to clean up. Janelle, you know. In reference to your question, I do not have too many homebrew races, just some tweaks and fusions. Cool. Yeah, that's probably pretty smart. It's very hard to do balanced stuff. If you watch this HoSA show, Lupin is my Lupinol race, and I thought, you know, if someone was going to sacrifice a few things as a wolf, I'm gonna give him some speed, and so he saw that little extra speed component and said, okay, well, I'm going to become the most versatile and mobile fighter you've ever seen. And I would say he did it. I would say mission accomplished, man. And now I gotta find a way to exploit it. Because that's what you gotta do as a DM. Find something that your players are really proud of, and then show them that everything is give and take. Everything is pro and con. Everything can be turned against you, no matter how good or unbreakable it is. I'm not complaining though. He can run fast as long as he does it in a line and with no weapons in his hand. Go for it, brah. You'll get there, but what are you gonna do when you get there? Nothing. You ain't got nothing. Alright. He's pretty woody now. Man, this is a great mold. His nose has like very fine detail. I like it. I like this guy. Okay. Oh, geez. I didn't even see that right there. Got some green on his leg right there. I sure did. Sure enough, sure did. Oh, but that's better there. That's gonna need even one more coat. Get the front of his legs and I'll be done with this. Till cleanup, of course. Y'all know there's always cleanup to be done. Touch-ups. Fixes, cover-ups, concealments. Ooh, guys, it's getting stormy in here. Alright, could do ice, then beard green. We're going. I'm going to switch brushes again, though. It's time for Tiny Boy. Tiny Dancer. It's like I'm drinking stars. What do stars taste like? Honestly, if I had to guess, have you had Gushers? That's what I bet it is. Like, freaking Gushers, man. My son, I get my son Gushers. He doesn't like them. He prefers the healthy, I think they're like Black Forest, the Black Forest fruit snacks that have a juice in the middle, so they burst. They're like bursters. But he likes those over Gushers. Good on him. Good on him. Let's do the healthy stuff. I didn't like Gushers either. Interesting. Interesting. Is there something, like, if you now as a grown-ass adult, can you describe what you don't like about Gushers? Or didn't like about Gushers? Do you think you still remember what it was? Or do you just remember that you didn't like them?
Computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Man, I love these colors. It wasn't too long. It was too long, but it just felt off. Gushers were too long? I thought they were like diamond shaped. Oh, thanks. That was very confusing. Yeah, I wouldn't expect me to remember why. I would just remember not liking something, so no judgment there. You did what you were supposed to do. You remembered that you didn't like them. Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh, there's a big Amazon truck outside my house. Nothing says chill lo-fi like historical sound bites. Okay, I'm going for the pupils, guys. I'm using this green as the pupil. Sure. Okay, there's one. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. There we go. I'm going to show you guys this. This is great. This is great. I'm going to be close to touch-up soon, which means I'm just going to be... Man, I got to go wash another miniature off, guys. We're going to finish this a little too fast. If you just joined, welcome. We were working on this little guy. Okay, here we go. God, these angles. Come on, come on. Look at this guy. Look at this guy! Look at him! He is just a little cutie. Look at that guy! Whoa! I like it. I like it. All right. A few more second base coats like the red and the brown. We'll be good to go. Cool, 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 cool. Welcome in, guys. Some new people joining. We're working on this cute little guy. He's just adorable. I think I know which guy I will do. Since I have these colors out, I think I know which guy I'm gonna do next. Yeah, I know which guy we'll do next. I will have to get him cleaned up, but that is no thing. Man, I like it. I like it. Oh, I got to do some cleanup. It's cleanup time, guys. It's cleanup time. That was quick. It was quick to clean up. Quick to cleanup time. I need a little bit more of my woodland round. I used to do this more. I should do it. Woodland round. More of that than there, right than there yet. Okay. Oh, I do see a little cleanup I need to do here. Really, I'm not seeing a lot of cleanups. I'm going to do brown, just the base brown, because I see one. But guys, I think we're close. That's a hard one to get to, though. thought I heard my puppy. I did hear my puppy. Yep. See a little bit more. You really got to start moving at different angles to find all these little touch-ups. Yeah. My real secret, really, honestly, my real secret is I just don't go back and fix stuff after a certain point. Once I say I'm done, I'm done. But man, I'm making little mistakes that I don't like. Do I try to fix it? Yeah. Oh, geez, I need to fix that. Oh my gosh. Guys, his underarm over here got no initial paint. That's as much of a miss as you can get. Yep. No, yeah. Agree 100%. And there should be no shame about it too. When you're done, you're done. If you missed it, you missed it. Now, it's not to say that if you have a miniature that you really, really like, and something like just keeps nagging at you that you want to do differently, then go paint it. Like, but I'm just saying, no knee-jerk reactions. If it's bothered you, and you really like the miniature, and you would like it so much more if it was just exactly how you want it, yeah, go fix it, bro. This guy is looking good. I'm just doing very, very, very minor touch-ups. Man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix this one, though. Well, I'll take that. I wonder if I can mimic that on this side. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's fine. See you in 5-ish. Okay, sir. This is gonna be fun. I figured as soon as someone joins, my camera's gonna get messed up. That's okay. Then we're just gonna have a little like while I get it organized. Okay, I know there was at least one more cleanup. It looks really good, but I feel like there's definitely one more. Where did you go? Where did you go? Oh, I remember. Was it from up here? Yep. Different angle. But I found it. That's what I wanted. Yeah. Probably what I'll do, guys. This is a good idea. When G-Dubs joins me on the Zoom then I'm probably gonna take a break, and that'll let me set up the camera, and then we'll come back and we'll keep going. And it'll let me pick out a new miniature to do after this because, guys, base coats are done. Let's get a look at this guy. What do y'all think? There we go. Come on. I think base coats are done. He looks pretty good. I like this little guy. Thank you, sir. All right. Well, until G-Dubs gets here, I'm going to do washes. Might as well, right? Washes are important. It's important. Okay. So obviously for the wood, I have two options really. I could do a black wash, which would be my shade, my Nuln Oil. I could do sepia, which is brown, but it's a pretty light brown. But I'm going to use one that I don't get to use that much, called Agrax Earthshade. And why I don't get to use that much, because it's a very dark brown wash. It's a dark, muddy brown wash. For this guy, let's go. Perfect. It's perfect. Might not get much more perfect. Use my nice little wash brush here. It's going to go in the beard. It's going to go on the bark. It's pretty much going to go everywhere. It's not going to go in his eyes. I'm not that kind of channel. Hey. Don't mind me pouring more drink into my drink. I think I lost a viewer with that joke. Oh yeah, that's dark. Agrax Earthshade. Oh yeah. Look at that. Your jokes were great earlier. What are you talking about, Phyllis? I really do believe I am maybe in contest for one of the masters of dad jokes. I'm just putting it out there. I can lay it down like a clown. I can put it up like hoops, like Jordan. I can... Oh, I don't know anymore. I can do stuff. I promise. Oh man, I love everything about this wash. Everything about it. I might do more than one. You heard me. This is everything this mini needs. Oh, it's so beautiful. Yep. I work with plenty of younger scientists and like RAs and people that are like out of undergrad with a bachelor's degree, and they find my jokes pretty funny, I think. Or they're humoring me, which both would be okay, and both would really mean I'm a dad, right? I mean, I am a dad, but they'd be fine for the dad joke realm, right? Don't you think? Don't you know? Man, I love this. I'm gonna show you all this here in just a second. This wash is just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Ain't gonna leave anything looking artificial. That's not how we do. All natural wood over here. And I laugh my butt off at everyone. Do you know when a joke becomes a dad joke? When it's apparent. I like that. But like, what about the much more like glorious ones? Like, what about the mother of all dad jokes? Do you think that one has to be apparent? What do you think? Do you think that one has to be apparent? The mother of all dad jokes? Or can that one be an exception to the rule? A divorce from tradition, if you will. Howdy, Phantom. How you doing tonight? Good to see you. I am doing washes on this guy. I'm gonna let it dry up a little bit, and I'm gonna do more because I love this wash. It literally, oh, but I need to pull some off of this. This is a little too much. It's okay. It's gonna get a lot of highlighting too. Washes and highlighting, right? It's okay if it's pretty dark in there. He ain't clean, right? You know, he ain't clean. So 491 walks into a bar and smacks his forehead as he walks into chat on that joke. I know how it is, man. Stream hopping. Just line it up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, guys, look at that. Look at the difference. Look at the difference this wash made. God, it's beautiful. It's just, look at that. Oh, he has arrived. He will arrive shortly. It's G-Dubs. I see him there. It's kind of cool. I'm glad it happened that way. Let's bring you in and then we'll go on break. Is that cool, G-Dubs? I'm gonna fix everything up and then I'll go on break. You can come make your presence known or not. But I'm still gonna fix it. I'm still gonna fix what's happening here. Okay. So I'm gonna turn on this one, right? Yep. Okay. You guys are getting a live feed of me fixing this stuff. What do you think about that? This just must be so interesting.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Welcome,
Cool.
sir.
That's the first step.
Of being cool.
Of being here. My camera wants to be weird today. Let's see.
Is it telling dad jokes?
Not as bad as the ones being told here so far. I happen to catch a few. This one.
Throwing dad jokes like STDs. You might catch a few.
Oh jeez. Oh boy, what have I walked into? Well, fine. Be that way. I'll turn this off.
What?
Not you. I'm talking to my computer.
I need to be able...
I think that it's some of my configuration stuff is set on the F42 Zoom account and not on my own. I was like, oh, well, fine.
That makes sense.
Fine. Didn't want it anyway.
Let's see. All right. Well, I'll see your face when I see your face, but at least chat's good for now. Seeing your little where your face will be. All right, guys. What do you think? Should I do another watch? This is. I think it's good. Though. No, I think it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think it's good. All right.
Let's mess with the lighting now. Ooh, I'm bright. Let's see.
I'm gonna make your face a little bigger. Are you
I
okay?
feel like my face is already big on the camera. I feel like I'm zoomed in too much.
What?
And I feel like I'm slightly blurry. What's up with that? Let me give this a little wipey wipe. 1 second, y'all.
Second may be too dark. Too dark. I agree. And you can see on the front, I did accidentally do 2 layers. No, you can't. I did 2 layers of wash on the front accidentally, and you can see that it's pretty dark, like at that top rim at the front. But you know, hey, it's his forehead. There's reason that would be darker than other parts. No, I think I'm good.
It was all planned. Exactly.
Yeah, totally. All right. I know you just arrived, G-Dubs, but I need to refresh a drink and go potty, and wash off another miniature because this guy's gonna be done in like 20 minutes probably.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, he's quick, so I should go do another one. All right, guys, I'm going to go on break 10 minutes. I'm also going to play our intro video towards the end of that break before we come back. Go, walk around, get out of your chair, stretch, do what you want, and we will be right back.
Solon, a world caught just outside the blessed fields of Elysium. Home to the migrated Gardenals, celestial animalkin searching for adventure. The Sun Guard are the protectors of this realm, standing against the forces of evil that seek to disrupt a lasting peace. It has been over 100 years since Bell's dark invasion faltered at Boiler Bay. In the north, Pelor's warming glow bestows prosperity to the nations of light. But in the south, a new story unfolds.
Hello, Governor. Welcome
Hi.
back. G-Dubs is here off in the ether, man. Look at him. He's in space. Where am I? Welcome, sir. Okay, real quick, we're going to jump right into this because I picked a mini to paint after this for however much longer we go. And I want to see, I'm going to test your Solon lore here real quick, your lore knowledge. It's okay. I understand. You have been watching more lately. I know you have, though. Here's the miniature right here. Do you know who this is?
I think I see someone in a chair.
Yep, it's a throne. Oh, wow, I'm gone. There we go. It's a throne of swords.
A throne of swords.
There we go. Oh, you'll have to look at stream.
Oh, look at stream. Okay. Let's see. Throne of
Let's see.
swords.
We have
Is that
some
cat?
loyal watchers in here. We'll see if they know. It is a cat. That is true.
a cat on a sword of thrones. From what I've seen so far, let me see if I can.
I'll give you a clue. It's one. I mean, this is a big clue, but I realize a lot of people don't know. He's one of the leaders. He's a leader of a house of Gorspire.
That's not Havish, is it?
Nope.
The leader of the.
One of the leaders. So there's 5 houses of Gorspire. They've met.
Yes.
They've met 4.
Mm-hmm.
They've met Havish. They've met Baraka of the Sisters of Shar. They've met. They haven't met Zarok yet, but they know of Zarok. They've met Zarok's right-hand man of the Lost. They met Finric Molson, the leader of the Night Watch. So there's one.
The guy who ran away.
The guy who ran away. Yep. Look at you. Look at you. And there's one leader of a house they haven't met yet. It's okay.
I give.
Yeah. For anyone out there that wants to know, this is the boss, leader of the Misfits, the ones down in the tunnels underneath Gorspire Keep.
Oh, they're adorable.
And then, do you want to see the miniature I'm going to paint next week for the Halloween stream?
Secret sneak peek. Yeah, let's do it.
It's on screen. It's one of Wildspire miniatures. It's a one-eyed raven on a skull.
Ooh.
It's big too, so it's like kind of like a
Ominous.
giant raven. Giant one-eyed raven on a giant skull.
Ominous.
An orcish skull.
Even more ominous.
That's what I'm going to paint next week on the Halloween week, Fright Week stream on Wednesday night. Wednesday night. All right, let's go on this guy. We got some highlights to do, guys. I almost said bros, but then I almost said guys, and I ended up with bries. That's how it be sometimes. I'm going to need a white
I love it.
skeleton. No, I want my bleached linen. Bleached linen. Bleached linen.
Fancy. Let's see what we got here.
Why am I getting GOT vibes? Yes. Total Game of Thrones vibes with the one-eyed raven, and the ominous nature of the miniature, but not any kind of direct copyright or copyright violation. Thank you very much. We don't do that.
That we know of. So, Colin, what's been spoken about already in the earlier part of the stream?
And the throne, totally. That is Game of Thrones. You're right. We talked about dad jokes, and that was a pretty heavy topic. Dad jokes.
Well, cool. I just wanted to make sure, like, whatever subject I brought up, it wasn't like a repeat.
No.
So I think I'm safe.
You are safe. I'm gonna give this a mixy mix here. What have you been up to? You said you did have a busy day today, kind of like a rough, tough whirlwind day.
Yeah, like it was hectic, but not hectic. A lot happened.
Was it like one of those where like it was hectic to you, but other people seeing you didn't see hectic?
Yeah, but so like I worked remotely today, and it was one of those like hurry up and wait situations. Like there was a lot happening, but certain things had to be put on pause because of other things, and then near like the middle of the day I was like, all right, now that all this is out the way, I can do all this now.
Nope.
And then trying to overly focus on that, and then I was just like, I haven't eaten yet.
So
And I was like, I need to walk around. Actually, I've been saying, let me go walk around, and then, but when I was walking, for some reason I had this thing of like, okay, I need to get back now. I need to get back now. There's a lot to do, and there was a lot going on. I think maybe like mentally, because my brain has been kind of like divided in so many ways as of late. And so yeah, it was one of those weird busy days. And then it was warm. Like it wasn't hot here. I was probably hotter where you were. But here it was a warm day, not too breezy. So I was doing all that, and I was kind of sweating, and I was like, I hate it. But then after everything was said and done, I was like, you know what? We're gonna go take a nice chill walk in the shade.
Yep, I heard about
Get
that.
some air. Luckily, like the sun was starting to go down a little bit.
Sun was shining
over the buildings and houses here, and the breeze started to come in from the ocean. And I was like, okay. And then I came home, and then I hopped in like a cold shower. And then after that, I like put some deodorant on and stuff. I wanted to get real fresh.
Real fresh.
I wanted to make this.
Boy.
So I put on some
I feel
deodorant.
special. Some deodorant. Some deodorant, guys.
I put a little oil in the mini beard.
There you go.
Combed out,
There you
shaped
go.
it a little bit, you know.
I do oil twice a day in this bad boy.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
So yeah, I'm like chilling out now. I got me a Pepsi.
Pepsi?
I like the way it burns when it goes down.
Sure,
So,
sure.
it's good. So what was I gonna say? I was gonna before I say anything, let me check real quick. Yes, get a night oil.
Yeah, night oils are good.
Treat yourself. So let's talk about some Solon.
Let's do
Let's
it.
talk about our heroes.
Yeah, let's do it.
I loved, so as some of you may know, some of you may not, back in the early days of me playing on stream, and kind of a little bit after that too, I kind of have an aesthetic that I just have fun playing. Until recently, I switched it up for my newest character, but people may know me as kind of like the party guy, the extremely social one, A lot of times people confuse my character for a bard.
Okay.
So I am one for random parties and extravagant celebrations for no reason, just because, like, you know what, we're just gonna celebrate here in the tavern. Like, let's pop it up. Jewel craft. Fairy fight. I'm gonna summon some fairies.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Some prestidigitized fireworks.
Yes, all the things.
All the things. Pyrotechnics.
So I have been, or my characters, one in particular, have been known to be a little promiscuous.
Okay.
You know, free
Sure.
love. My
Free
drill
love,
is
man.
free love.
Free love.
So watching the whole club episodes was just so fantastic.
I'm glad.
I couldn't turn away. And seeing everyone, like, there's at least 3 awkward
Oh yeah.
heroes within the group that I loved their interactions, and I feel like Shay really thrived in that. in
Yeah.
that area, and I loved watching. Let me see if I can say this right. Officer liaison Vesta, who was like, "Why are we here? What are we doing?" You took me to a lady house or whatever, whatever it called it.
Yeah, she didn't even know what was going on, really.
I could just
It was bad.
imagine. I could just imagine, like, Vesta trying to dance. But just, you know, awkward dancing, just trying to kind of sort of fit in.
Yeah.
It's either 2 things. It's either, in my head, she's really awkward and moving and all those things while dancing or whatever, because she's very, so far, what I've gotten from the character is they're very straightforward, very, what's the word? Stern.
Sure.
It's kind of stoic.
On edge, on edge to a sense, but like
Yeah, and slightly
guarded,
stiff.
maybe even a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and slightly stiff.
Stiff, yeah.
So, so like in my head, when I see them in kind of like that party aspect with their friends or whatever, I see them being kind of very stiff and not too eager to join in the dance. But on the other side of my brain, I see this lavish, like, fire dancer, kind of like belly dancing situation. I think I get that mindset from just being a genasi, a fire
Sure.
genasi.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was very fun seeing all that and letting Cherie let her kind of very stoic character try to loosen up a bit.
Yep.
But has no, I guess, real world knowledge or know-how. I love when Cherie was just like, you know what, Calliope learned a really good list of lessons tonight.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah, I like that too. She played that really well.
And I said it on in the chat, but kudos to Envy and Stacks for being ballsy enough to hold a twin spell. So ballsy. You don't see that every day.
No,
y'all.
you don't.
Respect it. You've got to respect that.
Yep, because that would go away if it didn't resolve.
And it did. And it did go away.
Yep, but not the second time. Him launching guided bolts at the 2 carrying the 2 guys carrying the big guys. That was very. I mean, that was a lot. What I'm doing right now is I'm going through with just the base brown that I used and bringing out some of these lines in the mold. So it's going to make it look even. This is a style choice, really. This is what I consider to be like my style is a little bit over exaggerating the highlights. That gives it little. I mean, it looks a little bit more drawn, but I like it. And I've had people tell me that they like it. So, gosh darn it, I'm gonna keep doing it.
You better.
Yeah.
You better do you, because nobody else can do you like you do you.
No one else.
Well, that's a lie. I know at least one person who can do you better than
Who?
you. Your wife.
I don't think she would agree that she could do a better impression of me than me.
That wasn't the joke that I was making.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Colin, behave. This is a family stream. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ask a question?
Did I ask a question?
You told
might
stuff
have
that you
did.
liked, but I don't think you asked a question.
Well, then I'm gonna ask a question. So
You
get
asked a
ready.
Go for it.
How much of that? I'm not even sure if you can answer this.
Mhm.
Secrets, because DM secrets. But
Mhm.
how prepared were you for that fight that broke out?
At the nightclub?
Like how much like did you plan that fight to happen
At the nightclub.
at the nightclub? Yes.
Yeah, not at all. No, I didn't plan for that at all. I want to tell you my thought process. Well, my thought process was it got really aggressive, so I wanted to give the story more sustenance than I had going in.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's when I introduced the idea that they had different allegiances or different associations. That being with the Misfits. And so I think there were several ways I could have let that situation resolve. But, well, I mean, you know, they need to learn more about the Misfits. And so I thought it was a good opportunity to give them an in to learn more about the Misfits. So I kind of made up the association that they discovered later. I kind of made that up after making up the fact that after like they got involved in the kind of tension before we left off that episode. But I felt I needed to give them help for getting into stuff. I need to get that. That's a common style in the Warhammer stuff. Really? I haven't seen much of it. If anyone's interested, the person who I really like and kind of model my stuff after, I think it's a she. Her name is the Painting Myth. She's on Facebook and Instagram. Hers is very stylized, but man, I love it. I just think it's super cool. So hers is definitely a little bit more finer touch than mine. I'm pretty heavy-handed.
I would say that your style to me is very like what's the word? Stream friendly. Like you would be able to see your details from a camera standpoint, rather than like the ones that are way more realistically painted or more meant to be like an up close view.
Right. So you need the high resolution photography to really get them see all the detail, whereas mine comes out a little bit more on like a social media picture. I would agree with that.
Xenobite says it looks good, Colin.
Thank you. All right, I'm almost done with these highlights. I'm gonna do a few on the back here. I did some wash up here. Oh yeah.
I got it. I'm gonna say this in the most uncreepiest way that I can. I'm not gonna even say you. I'm gonna keep it general. I'm gonna keep it generalized. It's so satisfying watching people paint with really fine brushes. It's just something about the dexterity of their hands and the very, very subtle taps with the brush that's just so like relaxing in a way.
Hey, bud.
Yeah, I heard that.
Do you see
Invisible sun.
floating head?
Hi.
Do you see your face?
Oh,
And
look,
then-
he's your clone.
He's talking. He says, "You are my clone. You're a little mini me." Do you think you look like me?
But I just keep sitting up
I know.
He has the cloak of invisibility.
It's focused on me. It knows that I am the star of this show. Oh, it looks like it has a new star now. There you go. Congrats. You stole my camera. All right, I'm gonna give them a.
Wait, no, you stole my camera because I just beat.
All right, what do you think? Will you look at? What do you think of this guy? I'm gonna put him under light. You like that? All right, I'm gonna do. What I can. All right, guys, come on, get in the middle there. There's a good look at it. So now you can see as like no
Yeah.
matter how I do the light, those texture lines are always there. The bridge of the nose is lighter. All of these fine lines are. Okay, be very careful, but I have a lot of cords. Thank you. Yeah, man, I like that.
But, like you can tell what that is at
Oh,
first.
no.
glance.
That's really sweet. Okay, so all I've got left are the beard highlights, which I'm just going to use the dungeon slime to do these beard highlights. You know what? It's still too light. I'm gonna mix dungeon slime with the darker green to just give it a little bit more depth. Hey, bud. No. Oh, that was you. He was on camera for a while. Yeah, he already was. I didn't know you were there, so I thought he had like jumped up on my shoulders.
Secret family.
I have a secret family. It's not secret. People know about it. It'd be different if all of a sudden I was like, "Oh, I got a family,
By the way, I have a whole family.
a whole ass family."
Oh, cool. So not only do you have legs, you have a family.
Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs. There we go. That's a better color for this.
Ooh, that's a good snot green. I like it.
It's not green. It is green. No, it's not green. No, it is green.
Another question.
Okay,
DM, Dr. Colin.
I'm all for it.
How much of your game / lure, I guess, would you say you have to constantly ping your Wildspire partner on? Because I feel like there's a lot of like maybe names and like places and things like that you kind of have to look up every now and then. How much of would you say you have to ping your friend who helped you make all of this to be like, hey, am I pronouncing this right? Is this right?
Oh no. Well, no. A lot of the stuff he's really not involved in that part of the creative process. All the writing is me. Like I just yeah. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, all my homebrew, or at least all this homebrew, is free access. I can't ever sell it because it's based on Planescape people and gods and the Gardenals. The Gardenals are official D&D content. They just haven't touched it since 3.5 and 4.
Oh.
Yeah.
I literally, because I was very unfamiliar with the term in general, and when you first started everything, I looked it up because at first I just thought it was like a youth thing, and I was just like, that's interesting, that's kind of cool.
So
I was just like,
D&D
oh, it's actually a thing.
Wizards of the Coast. Howdy. Welcome. Wizards of the Coast has several. So I'll start from the outside in. There is an open gaming license with D&D, meaning that the core rule set is like how to play and the classes, not including Artificer, like the base classes and like one subclass each and one background. Like there is a section of content that is open gaming. That's how third party can come out and write their modules and their adventures and talk about paladins and all that stuff, because that's open license. The stuff that you can't use for, like, if I were to sell it, are the names of the people, like Drits you can't use not Tin Towns, you can't use any name or place that's in D&D content. That's PI, that's product identity. D&D also has a policy called fan content. Their fan content policy, which says, you know what? You can use all that stuff too. You can use the expanded classes, you can use the names, you can use a lot of stuff. You just can't sell it. There's a few extra rules. You can't sell it for profit. It has to be free access for everyone. You have to put the notice on there that says it's not official content by Wizards of the Coast. So that's what all this stuff is. So the Cardinals, Elysium, stuff like that, Shar, all of those are official D&D lore. I didn't have to build certain parts of that out. Now, Pelor is definitely like a different pantheon than Planescape, but Pelor is a main figure in Salon. So I've mixed and matched. But honestly, if you really look, and even I've heard Matt Mercer even talk about this, there's like the pantheons, there's multiple pantheons, and they overlap so much that you might as well just pick and choose the ones you want to focus on. And so that's kind of how I play. Any of my players can worship any of the gods and any of the pantheons. Why not? You know, like, it's not organized. It's not super official. Oh no, I don't know if I made enough of this color. This is gonna go real fast. Okay, I need to be doing highlights, guys. Excuse me.
Also, I had to refresh my Twitch because I was like, I think I'm missing people. I was like, who did he just say hi to? And I was like, oh yeah, for some reason I wasn't connected. Hello Nordic, what's up? How you been, friend? 491 Phantom, would it be like? Amterlistic. Did I say that right? Amterlistic. What's up? That's a new name for me, actually.
Yeah.
Hello, friend.
It was newish to me too, although they knew about Critical without us saying too much. So I feel like they've been here before.
Well, welcome back. Yeah, perfect. Oh, yes, I love when I pronounce names right, because that's one of the things that there's very few things that's like always in the back of my head, like when I'm on camera or whatever. But one of the main things is just like, did I just fuck up that name? Don't want to say that name out loud because I don't know if I'm saying it right. Am I gonna butcher? Is someone gonna get offended? Did I just butcher that name? I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, especially like Twitch, if you make your name difficult to pronounce, it's kind of shame on you. Right?
I've seen some very long and interesting ones. I'm just like, I'm gonna shorten that. What word within that long run-on sentence do I recognize? I'm gonna call you that. Let's see. So how often? I might know the answer to this already, but the way your team met, the 2B heroes, the way they met is through a competition within the city, because the city was looking for talent to, do things and represent them and stuff like that.
Yes.
At first, I thought that was like a yearly thing the city does. But I'm guessing that was just like a special one-off.
Correct. Yeah, definitely a one-off. Definitely kind of took a lot of the townspeople by surprise. At least the most.
I bet all these random travelers running through the city over their rooftops.
Right. The residents really didn't know.
All of a sudden, there's an owl with human legs. What's going on? What's happening?
That was really fun. I had a lot of fun doing that whole thing. I didn't plan for it to last as long as it did, but you know what? They had fun. I had fun doing it. It was a blast.
I love it. It was very cool. And I like how it was like, not only did you have a map, but it was still very theater of the mind. I don't remember everything by heart, but I do remember having a very vivid view, like an animated view of Lupin running through the crowd and then teleporting and running. and freaking Calliope roaring and like just
falling. Do you remember
running
falling?
rampantly with her claws out. Everything just seemed so thematic, and I loved it. And I think there was a part where somebody tried to blockade the street or something. It was intense. It was everything was happening.
That's funny that you remember that. You don't remember who tried to do it, do you? You don't remember the figure that was maybe sitting right there on top of the crates?
I don't.
It was
No,
it looked like a house cat.
Look at you! Look at me asking the right
you.
questions, getting some stuff sprinkled. We didn't know. Nobody knew. That's very cool. I loved the whole, because I know that this might be behind the scenes. People maybe didn't know this, but I know that why am I blanking on the name? I definitely know this person. I cannot believe I'm blanking on the name right now. It's been a long day.
Been a while.
Been a while.
While you think for a second, I'm going to show this guy off, okay?
Yes.
So I have one more idea that I want to do. What do you guys think? Now the beard and the bushes, the bushy eyebrows are stylistically highlighted. I think it looks pretty dang good.
I think it looks pretty darn
So
good.
here's what I could do just to give it a little bit extra depth. Is I could take the darker green and I could do a dry brush technique. And I would try to do it so lightly that it really just dulls the bright, but keeps it pretty, it's not gonna break any lines or sharp edges. It's just gonna dull the brightness of it. Do you think that's a good idea? And I could even keep the edges bright and just dull like the deepest part under it. That'd be a good start. How about that? I'm gonna try it like right there in the deepest part of the beard under his mouth. And if we like it, I can spread it out. But if not, it could just be just that little feature right there.
I remember the name that I should not have forgotten in the first place. Before I say that, Colin, has your ring always been bright blue like that?
No.
Okay, I thought so. I'm kind of one for detail.
Yeah.
I just remember like there was this one of your streams. I was just like, has he always had that blue ring?
No, you are right. I've lost a significant amount of weight recently.
Nice, congrats.
And what that may have led to is me having my wedding ring fall off at some points that I did not notice. Because my hand's a lot smaller. So may have lost my wedding ring. It may be around the house though, so I'm holding out hope that maybe it's around the house because I noticed not having it on the way to the gym, which is the first thing I do when I leave the house and I'm on the way to the gym. So I'm pretty sure it's I'm really hopeful it's lost in the house somewhere. But I mean, this ring is the same size. It's one of those like plastic or silicone rings that I used to work out. It's the same size, and I like washed my hands with soap, and usually I take my ring off, but it's a silicone ring, so I didn't care. And I looked down and it was gone too. And I realized if this has like sanitizer or soap on it, it'll just fall off as well. So I just have to be really careful with that.
Well, it's a very nice temporary or replacement ring. It's very eye-catching. It's like, ooh, that's fancy. That's definitely a +1 ring for real. It's noticeable. So Chelsea Bell. I was like, why can I not remember her name? I was just talking to her earlier today. I was like, I will not say Shay. I will say her name. I love that Chelsea. She didn't at the time make her spell list for battle. It was all for more social things. But she was like, I don't know I can't fight anyone. I don't know. But she really made them work.
Yeah.
Like telling someone to do something and then like shape shifting. I was just like, this is like the best Mystique. This is like one of your best Mystique moments right now. Like you don't even have to fight. You just. I think it was like one of the. She might have used like a cantrip, like that cantrip that you say and people run away from you or something like that. That bards have.
It does damage and they run away, like dissonant whispers or
Yeah, something like that.
unnerving words. No, unsettling words. No, that's a bardic feature of a certain subclass, I think. What do you think now, G Dubs? Look at this guy. I love this guy.
I love that guy too. I will say one thing,
Okay.
and this is super unimportant and probably just way too nitpicky because it looks great. It's perfect. I would love to see, like when you see like cartoon axes, like the blade part is like white or silver
On the very edge.
on the very edge.
Yeah, I can do that.
That would
I
just
could do that.
just
Just seal it for
just
you? Okay.
seal it.
Hey man, I'm all about sealants. I'm all about seal. Kissed by a rose on a grave, man.
Let's see. I think I have the tab muted. It was messing up my chat. Refresh. But yeah, I loved. She just like made it work, and
Well,
I can't wait to see more from this Voraka. I think their name is I think she's the not the buzzer.
yeah, vulture like.
Vulture,
yeah.
yeah.
Man, that's also Planescape lore. She is a Dyak. What? Dyak something. But yeah, they are races that are found in the outer planes. So there's several. I mean, I've hinted at like real good Planescape lore. Zarok is a Costa, which in Planescape Costa are like orcs, but they're lizard men that have the culture that's very much orcish, and they take the place of the orcs in that area, and so. Yeah, I mean, and even the lore is so deep that Fated Githyanki, which is a real thing. Fated is like a subgroup or like a organization of Githyanki. They have associations with red dragons. They have deals. I don't know. There's something that is lore canon between Gith and red dragons. So I put that in there.
Interesting. It's funny you say that. I don't know much about the Gith. I think the only thing that I don't know much.
But I love you.
But I think I do know that they were, I guess, kind of underlings at one point, or maybe their history of mind flayers or illithids. But at that point, I did see. I mean, I think we've all seen like the trailer of back when the D&D game was first coming out, and we saw the whole the whole my illithid ships, and then I think it was the Githyanki were like on red dragons and were flying out there like, where you going? So I'm maybe I didn't.
You have discovered some real associations out
Oh, oh! I'm seeing things now because of the whole with Vestas trip. Vestas trip, and then like Colin.
Boy.
Ooh,
What
you
else?
story for you.
What else?
Ooh, you.
There may
What
be
else?
more.
There's probably more that I do not see, and if I do see, I don't know if I want to say it. I don't want to ruin
Yeah, I
it.
don't want you to say it. I don't think you should. The other stuff has been the subtlest of subtle.
I love it. I love it so much, and I loved the whole thing with the Vesta, with her journey. That was impactful.
I loved doing that one because I like planned it to be super cinematic. I wanted people to be visualizing it in their heads because it just in my mind it was very cinematic. You know, it was very fire and brimstone and like evil empire kind of thing. You know, I mean, yeah.
I like that you're breaking down, and this could be another third edition thing that I don't know about because I came into the game in 5th edition, and I still see myself as a newbie to the game because I'm still learning kind of the written history because you know there's a lot. It's a dense world, and I'm getting it in little by little. I don't want to overload myself. But I like how it seems anyway. I do not know, but it seems like you are kind of breaking down that kind of not specific dragons are all evil, not specific dragons are all good. So it seems like this red dragon that was in charge was not evil. I don't know. And on top of that, with the other thing, the fire spirit, I guess like the original thing, I mean, they seem kind of like buddies, and so maybe, you know, they're either both evil or both good or both neutral. They're the same thing, whatever they are. But it seemed chill, and her kingdom seemed like chill folks. Yeah, it was interesting. It was cool.
You see it?
Yeah, boy. Yeah, I love it. It's perfect. I think I might have actually this once before, but do you ever paint your bases?
No, well, no, but it's not to say I never would. There's 2 reasons why I don't. One, I talked to my wife about potentially like her picking up painting bases, and so she can just start with the ones already painted, and she can take on like doing the little shrubs and sand and all the techniques for like doing really good basing. But 2, also, I kind of like this idea of like waiting until I'm about to use them for the first time on a real game mat in a real physical game, and then deciding, I don't know if this guy's going to be in a forest or a town or, you know, where he's going to be. So I want to base it for my first time I use them for whatever situation they're in. So if this guy's underground, then I'll just paint the stone underneath him. But I never did the drawing, did I? I should do. I'll just do one drawing tonight. I'll do before we end, because we are almost done. I could start this other one, but I've been painting for 2 hours, so we'll probably just do an early night tonight. If you're okay with that, G-dubs.
I'm cool with it.
Cool.
I'm happy to chill.
I might start it though. We'll see. I'm just looking this guy one more time over. I think I'm really happy with this guy.
Forrest, it took me way too long to understand what you meant by drawing. I was like, "Are you gonna show a drawing? You do something? You drew this thing?" And I was like, the dice.
The dice.
Nice, right. I was just in total chill mode. I'm in my comfy chair. I'm in my comfy chair. Normally when I stream, I'm like in a very. It's a chair that makes me sit up straight, and I like have a cushion or whatever. Today I got two pillows, but and I'm surprised. I'm really happy that this chair hasn't been loud. Anytime I move, it's a comfortable chair, but it's a loud chair.
It doesn't come through very loud.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, not too loud. Yeah, I'm done with this guy. I'm really happy with him.
This is cool. I'm glad that we could touch on something, me and the viewers, on little lure bits that we didn't know, and different strings we didn't see before.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest. Like, there's a lot more connections to. Shay is seeing some of them now, but yeah, there's just I love that like they really want to learn. They're really trying to front load information, which as a DM is exciting because all these exciting ideas I have are just kind of coming out rapid fire because I'm like, okay, well, I'll do this when they do that. But because they just want to gobble up all this information so they can make good decisions, they're looking for the stuff that I plan, and there it is, you know? So like, that's pretty cool. Have you watched enough of the combat to see them like question and wonder about the D100 rolls I'm having them make? Have you seen the D100 rolls?
I have.
Yeah.
I myself didn't fully understand it. I loved it, but like them, I didn't really completely get where. I mean, I think I had a theory that maybe everyone who was drinking was the ones who had to roll it, and people who didn't drink didn't have to roll.
That I would do something like that, so that's fair.
I think I thought that for a little bit, but even that was kind of unclear. I was just going for the ride, but yeah, I did notice that, but I myself didn't really fully know.
So it's fun. It's fun watching them squirm over that. And Cherie kind of hit her one. I think they all made the association. I'm sure the viewers did too. That she hit hers. That first real combat with the Utiugs in the cave.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, I'm not gonna obviously give away any spoilers, but it is this. It's a mechanic that I'm adding to this game that is kind of like a. And it's conditional. They don't know what they don't know what number they have to read. They don't know what they have to roll. It's different. I will say it's different for each character, what numbers they have to roll and what it means. But it's very much a mechanic to add a little bit. I mean, there's so much in D&D that is random. This is kind of a way to do a randomization of a story point or like character development point. So it'll happen when the dice roll, but they definitely are learning that they each they have different things that trigger the roll. I don't know who all knows theirs. I'm pretty sure Stax as Envy, I'm pretty sure he knows his, because his is kind of unique. I'll just say it here because I'm sure he knows. It's when he does his bond is his that's the sorcerer ability, I believe, the divine soul sorcerer. And when he does those bonds, that's when he's rolling. So if he wants to do it more, then he'll do his bonds more, you know, like.
Interesting.
Oh, and Lupin, I think Lupin knows when he's rolling. Yeah, so it's fun. It's fun.
The way it came off to me is because I have played a version of a My Hero Academia like RPG game, and there's certain things that kind of GM did that just made it more anime, like, you know, plus ultra, like they would, if you rolled a certain thing, depending on what you were doing, then in that moment you would like learn something to help you. Like in the anime, you're like, oh, I finally see he's doing this and if I do this, I can believe in myself.
Yep.
And that's kind of how I see it with that, which I kind of love, the kind of whole anime, like I have just, my eyes are open in this very moment.
Yeah. No, it is. I agree to that a little bit. I mean, to be fair, the image I tried to paint that Cherie saw, I can see it in my mind's eye in an animated style with like, I don't remember if everyone remembers how I described it, but it's like a beautiful angelic face with blonde hair caught mid just hectic, powerful scream, like skin wrinkling with just the power behind it. The hair is just like flying backwards. The mouth is like unnaturally kind of open, just doing this scream. I definitely see kind of the anime visualization of that.
And I had an idea. I'm not sure if you just like outwardly said it after that, but I have an idea of who that was.
No, I definitely didn't say it. I'd love to hear your
Okay.
idea. I don't know if I probably might not be able to confirm or deny it, but I'll hear it.
I'll tell you off here. I don't want to.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong, but
I think so. I really haven't given enough. I haven't given a lot of clue to it, but
I'll just say this. I have seen one character or art piece within your world that has, to me, those features.
I know which one you're talking about.
And I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, sure.
And I wanted to ask at least one last thing. I can remember what it was. And you may not be able to answer this for secretive purposes. And maybe this already came up in the show and I didn't see it. I don't know. I am very intrigued to Shay's race. Is it a homebrew?
No, it's official content.
Has it been said already what she is?
It's on her player card, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the cycling cards,
Okay.
I believe.
Or tell me, because I never.
It's
I never thought about it.
Verdun. I think it's in the Eberron source book.
Okay.
But
What can you tell me about them, or I guess them in your world?
well, actually, I to be honest, their base lore coincides to their lore within my world, and it is that like it's a rare race. No one really knows where they came from. There's some kind of planar component to them. They just kind of appeared without memory.
Interesting.
And they have these like I don't know how much of that I want to give away, so maybe I'll save that aspect. But there's aspects about them that are actual official features. Their role in my world, though, I of course have now thought of, and yeah, it says it right there, Verdun. I saw it, Verdun, Eloquence Bard.
They're not level 5 anymore, are
I
they?
know, no, I need to change those cards. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
I was.
But yeah, I'm actually going to change them up to look like old-fashioned, like a Final Fantasy VII screen, where it has like maybe it has their stats, but then it also has like their 4 most used abilities or something, just so people can.
Oh
see.
yeah, that's cool. We just need the time. That's always the main thing. Just like, do we have the time?
Yeah, I'm gonna take my laptop with me. I'm going on like a guys retreat thing early November, and so maybe I'll take some notes and stuff. Get it done.
Oh, cool. Very last thing to the Verdun. Do they have like lightweight psionic abilities like the Gith do? Are they a psionic kind of people or no? Or you don't? Or I don't know. Maybe I can't ask you that. It's fine. It's fine if you can't answer.
Yeah, I don't think I should. I don't want to reveal something that maybe Chelsea read and is like, ooh, I'm gonna keep that one until later, kind of thing. I know she's hinted at one of their features, but I'm not gonna highlight it because I think she obviously wants the players to catch on to certain aspects of
Yes,
the
I
character.
100% respect that, because I am the same way with my current character. Like even my character sheet in our D&D Beyond campaign isn't even the real character sheet.
Nice.
I have a placeholder there just so all of my fellow team can see my real HP.
Okay, and HP.
But I have like another one that only Anne has access to. So, because of course, like, you know, and I think maybe one other person besides Anne knows. I think I'm pretty sure I told one of the mods because I had to tell somebody. I was really excited. But yeah, so I wholly respect secrecy and like waiting to like the right moment.
Yeah, And I don't know about you, but as a DM, once I accidentally slipped like a major plot point to my party. Like it just came out and they all were like, "What?" It was like, or assumed. So
Safe.
I mean, to one side, I was actually very flattered that they were so invested in the story that they actually got frustrated that I ruined that plot point. But two, I also understand like that sucks if you're invested in it to have, you know, not have the resolution in time of the game. So yeah, definitely. And as an urban campaign, I'd love to talk about all the lore and everything, but there's a lot of connections that need to stay hidden, you know, for a little while because it's something that the group has. It's connections the group has to make. Even if it's written in my lore as a connection, I'm still gonna make this group of fools go and find it out.
And one last thing, I keep saying one last thing. I feel I'm starting to feel like. Did you ever watch that Jackie Chan cartoon show back in the day?
Jackie Chan cartoon show? No, but it's surprising because I love Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan's
It was on the WB, Kids WB, I
Yeah,
think. But
yeah.
like one of the characters was Jackie Chan's like uncle or whatever, and his kind of thing that he always did was like, and one more thing, and one more thing. So I'm trying to not do that, but last thing is, so I've seen a lot of beautiful art of your world and everything.
Yep.
I love it.
Yep.
I am curious though, because I know that in the current location of the heroes, that it's very overcast.
Yep.
That the sun, you can only see the sun in the distance when it's like going down or up or something like that.
Yep.
But even though it's heavily overcast, are they seeing what I'm seeing in your background right now, or is it just way more gray?
It's way more gray. If you remember on our, oh man, this brush is dead. Sorry, I'm cleaning
can
my
be
brushes
saved.
again.
It can be
I can with paint
saved.
thinner, right? Paint thinner will save it.
Yeah.
I have a whole new set of brushes that I haven't even popped open yet, so no worries. The opposite screen of this. I love duality. I'm a man that loves duality. You know, in my starting and my break and the end, when the scene switches from this to the dark one. The dark one is more of like what they're seeing, especially more through the rest of it. That one's dark at Gorespire. Gorespire has the sunrise because it's on that coast. The more south you go, the more it's just like tumultuous, dark gray storm skies. Yeah.
I find that so interesting because, like, your symbol for the show is like a sun. I mean, there's two suns. There's like a bright sun and like a dark sun. So I find that duality very interesting and very like, I don't know, how do you find a way to bring that how do you find a way to make your viewers feel like the overcast, like the more gray tones, the more cool, like, rather than like the bright vibrant? How do you go about that?
I think there's several ways. Like, one, every chance I get to remind them that they can't see the sun, I take it just to say, like, it's daytime, you know, they come out of a restaurant, it's always that kind of question of like, okay, that's done, what time is it? Like, what part of the day is it, you know? I always remind them that it's bright enough to see, it's like an overcast day, can't see the sun. There is no sun here. Now, really the more difficult part was the campaign starts in the northern hemisphere. The official Heroes of Salon campaign, technically levels 1 through 7, take place in the northern continents. So that's why the art that I have is very sunny and bright, because that's where I started writing. And so the third setting location with the last NPC quests that are levels 7 through 10 in Gorespire, now there's the contrast. You've crossed the sea. You're in the southern continents. This is how it is down here. And I'm keeping what's further south an enigma just because it's too, like I don't want to develop so much further south that it forces them, like they need to want to go that way or something, So like they'll always ask, like, what's, Calliope is from further south. She's from pretty far south. She doesn't even know what's further south than her hometowns because there's no reason anyone would have gone towards the south.
Like Polstrom kind of stuff.
Polstrom is north. Like Calliope is actually a little further south than Polstrom. On the map, if you look, I can show it again on stream, but like there's like these rice bogs further down south, but on the eastern side of the continent from Polstrom, and that's where she's from. So she's actually further south than Polstrom. But from there, going further south, I haven't developed it. I have an idea of what it is, and it's not sunny and bright. Let's just leave it at the generality of it is. It is the dark. It is the scary.
Ooh, okay. Very cool. Well, I love seeing all of this creativity and lore and knowledgeable and eager to learn players of said lore and everything. I love seeing it all unravel. I can't wait to see what is the hidden strings behind the connection.
Well, I mean, everyone can't wait to see those kind of things because it takes us 4 episodes to get through a day's work. So we got to find a way to progress certain parts of the storyline. But I promise you, some of the connections that they uncover are going to be more time sensitive than others at some point.
Do you have a hourglass nearby to be like, all right, time starts now?
Yeah, I mean, kind of. It's everything has been not lighthearted is definitely not the word to use, but not urgent, right? Nothing has really been urgent. That's not going to be the case this entire campaign in this stream.
Yeah, you're just letting them
eventually be urgency.
Yeah, just like now it's just like the brighter time in the adventure. We're getting to know each other. We're hanging out. We're going to bars. We're getting in fights.
Like episode 35. Like they're gonna really start. They're gonna like at episode 35. They're gonna look back on episode 14 or whatever it is coming up soon, being like, man, y'all remember when everything seemed so simple back then?
It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be great.
Awesome.
Well, this was fun. I loved hanging out with you while you paint.
I always enjoy
hanging out with Chad,
having someone to chat with. And hey, look, we got through a whole miniature in very reasonable time. So
yeah,
very fun. All right, guys. Coming up next week is the week. Holy cow.
Yes.
Keep an eye out. Join our Discord. Keep your ears open because we are going to have a variety of content coming to you from Fable 42 over the next week. Is the schedule public yet in Discord?
It is.
Cool.
I made a announcement last night at midnight, I think it was. And the whole schedule up there. There might be a couple more things happening depending.
That's awesome.
But tomorrow actually is going to be Jason's Monster Talk, and I'll be hanging with him too. We're going to be delving into some known monsters, some not so known, and kind of like going into their origin and kind of taking suggestions from the chat to see what kind of monsters they're into and what kind of monsters they want us to look up. So it's gonna be a good time.
Making monsters is fun. I will tell you that it is not gonna be finished any damn time soon. But in a side project that I did, we had a monster artist that I've used before for some Solon content. do this whole monster manual. It's like a aquatic or like island theme, pirate kind of theme setting. So I've got like, I think it's something crazy like 45 monster stats and like some like 15 with art that I can put out there at some point. So making monsters is fun for sure.
It is. It really is. It's so fun. I love it. And that's actually one of my events too. So tomorrow we're going to be talking about monsters, like, you know, in the real world lore and other things. And then one of my events that I don't have the date memorized, but it's like it's in the Discord. It's actually going to be how to make monsters for in general and for your party specific, because sometimes some parties, because they are so vast, need a little extra love when it comes to combat and monster making. So yeah.
I agree. Very cool. Awesome, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday night. I hope you have a great rest of your week. I'll be here next week. I'll be around. My stuff starts Wednesday, and then I'm on Thursday night as well. So I've got Wednesday and Thursday of Fright Week, doing a realistic RPG on Thursday. It's going to be a lot of fun. Just got to find players. And yeah, so again, that's the week. Come hang out with us. We're going to have a blast. I'm going to find somewhere for you guys to go. Actually, G-Dubs, you're here. While I'm cleaning up stream, you can find somewhere for me to go, right?
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And don't forget to call our winner.
Oh, right. Let's do it. Oh, no.
Let's do. Oh, are we British now? I'm totally down for this.
I didn't have it all the way up.
So while we're looking for some friends to
Active
raid,
users?
enter. Well, wait. I'm gonna wait until Colin is ready before I say it.
Keyword, I got it. Oh, yeah, hold on.
No problem. We're doing it live.
I had the website up, just didn't have the exclamation critical in chat to sign up for this giveaway.
I wish it would let you. You know what? I think that is an app error. They should allow you
To retrospectively
minimize.
go back.
Well, not like to go back, but to minimize. Because for like, if you minimize the little giveaway thing, it won't let
Oh, really?
you get stuff. You have to like have it like open. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
It's so dumb. Like, I only have so much bandwidth.
If y'all hear me in chat, someone can enter exclamation critical, and I bet you have a good chance of getting some dice.
Now is the golden hour.
I
Now
can't
is the time.
even just choose a person that's in our chat right now. It's not even an option because we have no active users. I don't know.
Ooh, you know what? I mean, well, we'll wait and see. We'll see if
I'm gonna count it down.
anyone enters, and if no one enters, you'll probably be able to see it before I do because my chat on my laptop's been acting weird. We could give it to a newer viewer. That I have their name in mind.
Anyone? Bueller. Hey,
I
Phantom.
know. Oh, look! Oh,
He is a person, or I don't know. That is.
They
a person.
are a
They
person?
Are a person. Hey, look, roll it. Hey. Hey.
Phantom, are you in the U.S. or
Yes.
in Quebec, by the way?
Yeah, they've won.
Okay. We should raid our friends over at Nat 20
I
Productions.
like that guy. What's his name? I should know his name. I know his name. He's a really funny guy. That guy. PJ. PJ.
Yeah.
I am a person. TX Texas. All right, guys. Again, we're gonna raid. I'm gonna do the buy screen. Have a good rest of your week. Have a good rest of your evening. Be good. One more thing.
Yes.
One more thing.
And one more thing.
And one more thing.
Phantom, be sure to reach out to Colin in the Discord.
They-
Reach out to him
They know how to find
so they can get your information, and we can send you that. Because some winners forget to contact us.
They really
we don't
do.
want to forget you.
I have it right here. I have it. Dennis. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't want me to say that. Sorry, Dennis.
And we were gonna raid.
All right, guys. See ya. Bye.
Bye.